right, so we got another exciting one here. I've been looking forward to this one since it was announced. This is the all new MacBook Neo. You can pick this guy up right now from Apple for $599 or $499 with the education discount. So if you didn't know, the MacBook Neo is actually running off of the same chip that you find in the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I would hope that if you're buying this MacBook, you have a full understanding of that and you know exactly what your needs are. So without wasting any more time, we're going to jump right into unboxing this guy. Again, it is the MacBook Neo. That way you know exactly what to expect if you decide to pick this one up for yourself. Now, right off the hop, one of the really cool things about the MacBook Neo is that it comes in a lot of different color variants that we haven't seen from Apple before. Typically, Apple likes to do the whole subtle, silver, midnight blue. I ended up with the silver MacBook Neo. It's the easiest one to get right now because everybody wants that yellow citrus or that pink blush. And I figured, why not just go with the one that matches my iPhone 16 Pro Max? That way we have some continuity between the devices. So as you can see, it is a 13-inch MacBook, 8 gigs of memory and 256 gigs of storage. If you were to spend the extra money on the upgraded device, then you would see that that storage is doubled to 512. And then you also get an updated keyboard, which we'll talk about in just a second. All right, so let's see what it looks like when we take this guy out of the box. So immediately there is a new touch when it comes to unboxing the Neos. The little pull tab right here actually says hello on it. I don't know if you can see that on camera. That is something new. I've unboxed a lot of MacBooks before and I've never once seen that. And it does feel nice and light, but we're gonna set this aside for a second and see what else we get inside the box. So if this is your first time ever unboxing a Mac, this is pretty common. So you have your Designed by Apple in California paperwork. If we just pop that open, there's nothing really fun inside. I don't think they do Apple stickers anymore. So yeah, just a little quick booklet, MacBook Neo. You get one braided cable. I'm assuming they're color matched, but because I'm with the silver, I just get the standard white one. And then finally, we have the charging brick. Obviously, this is a much smaller unit, the MacBook Neo. So you're only getting a 20-watt charger inside of the box. And so that's pretty much it for the contents of the box. You don't really get that much when it comes to unboxing MacBooks. So now let's look at what you guys all came for, and that is the MacBook Neo itself. So let's go ahead and get this unwrapped. Always a super pleasant experience unwrapping or unboxing a MacBook. And so there you have it, the MacBook Neo. So right off the bat, just looking at the body of this versus the MacBook Pro, for example. So as you can see with my MacBook Pro, the Apple logo is in black. Whereas on the Neo, the Apple logo is in a slightly different tone of silver, but still looks pretty nice. And still at the end of the day, despite this being $599 or $499, like we said, and this one being much more expensive, they feel the exact same in the hand. So for that lower price, you are getting a very premium feel when it comes to laptop because this is an aluminum chassis, recycled aluminum, but still aluminum nonetheless. It's sliding on my mat, but definitely you can open this thing with one hand as you just saw. Flip that around for you so you can see it on camera. So it's just booting up right now. So all of the Macs come standard with this background, different colors, obviously for different colorways that you buy, but you can actually see that it spells out Mac here. So MAC, which is pretty cool. In terms of the overall build quality, as I said, so this is a recycled aluminum chassis. It is very light, but you are getting that standard MacBook or Magic Keyboard feeling. So it actually feels the exact same as my MacBook Pro, which again, you're getting so much for this lowered price of $599, especially if you are able to do without having, the higher end chip. So a M chip, for example, a lot of people will suggest if you can find a M2 MacBook Air to pick that up instead of this guy here, which is feasible. I mean, it's a very reasonable thing to do. However, again, the way that they've marketed this laptop here is, and you can tell by just the website and the advertisements they've done, this is definitely for a younger generation. So think like elementary and high school parents who want to buy their kid a MacBook but don't want to spend thousands of dollars because they know that their kid is not going to use it for the same things that a professional might. So their kid is not doing, high-end coding or like stuff with LLMs, for example. They're not editing or 3D rendering crazy videos. They're jumping on this. They're doing administrative work, homework, essays, watching videos, listening to music, etc. I wouldn't be surprised if this can still edit videos without any problems. And I'm still blown away by just the balance of this thing, how easy it is to open with one hand. So yeah, like it's a very, if you're buying this, you're very intentional about buying this. I still do think that it's going to sell extremely well because of the price point, the overall build quality, and the fact that the reason why this is going to run better than a similarly priced Windows device is that Apple does everything in-house. So they make their own chips. They're fully in charge of their own designs. They're in charge of the operating system as well. So they're able to make sure that everything meshes, even though they have less specs, so to speak, compared to a Windows laptop that might have like more RAM and I don't know, a different chip in it. All right, so getting back to this Mac, the display on this guy, as we said, is a 13-inch display. As you can see, the bezels are larger than we're used to seeing on the higher end Macs, meaning that black border around the edges. But it does have a 1080p webcam. Is it gonna be the greatest? I'm not sure. We'll be able to see in a second. But it is a Retina display with 500 nits of brightness, so it should get bright enough for you in most environments. And just for the sake of testing, this is actually coming directly from that 1080p built-in camera, and this is the quality of the microphones on the MacBook Neo. Exact same environment. I'm recording in my studio. I'm just not using my external mic anymore. I'm using the built-in microphone, so I have no idea how this sounds or really how it looks right now. We'll see once I toss it into the video, but this is what you can expect if you end up buying the MacBook Neo. So yeah, 13-inch liquid retina display with up to 1 billion colors. It's got 3.6 million pixels and 500 nits of brightness. So on a cheaper device, you're still getting a very nice display on this guy here, which you'd want because you're always going to be looking at this thing. Now, in terms of the keyboard, as we said, it does have the standard Mac Magic keyboard. So if I press the buttons and stuff, like you can hear, it has that nice sound and feedback that we're used to from a Mac. So that is all well and good. The one thing that might bother some people, if you are someone who's had a MacBook in the past, if you want this to be Touch ID instead, meaning rather than having to type in your password, you just use the little fingerprint sensor, that's an additional $100. You pay that $100, you get the Touch ID plus you get twice the storage. So instead of 256 gigs of storage, you get 512 gigs and that Touch ID. Now, again, is that going to be a big deal for the intended audience of this laptop? I don't know. I would prefer to have the Touch ID, mostly because I've had it in the past, so it would feel weird going back to a keyboard that didn't have it. However, as I said, with the target audience of this, they probably won't care. In terms of the I/O on this laptop, and again, man, it's very light. You can see here, we've got two USB-C ports, a 3.0 and a 2.0. We've got a headphone jack, and then there are two side firing stereo speakers on either side. And that's something that is new to the MacBook Neo this year, because as you can see here with my MacBook Pro, we're used to having those speakers on the top side here. So I'm interested to see how these guys sound. Now, again, for a lot of people, this might be their first MacBook, but the assumption is that they already have an iPhone or they're in the Apple ecosystem already. So what's new to this guy here is being able to do the setup and setting up the MacBook using your iPhone or iPad. All right, so as you can see, quickly set up Mac, bring your current iPhone or iPad near your Mac to sign in. Honestly, so far so good. The A18 Pro seems to be doing a pretty good job. And just like that, we're in. The setup was very quick. Even with the edit and stuff, that was about 5 minutes. It was very, very fast. So I noticed a slight stutter when going from full screen to minimized. And the other thing that I wanted to check is, because this is a 256 gig of storage device, I wanted to see how much storage there actually was once you get this thing all set up, aka how much does the OS actually take from you. 191.25 gigs available of 245. So if you're gonna buy this MacBook Neo, I highly, highly recommend picking up an external hard drive, whether it's an external thumb drive, or you end up picking up something like a Samsung T7, like a 1 terabyte external, like one of the super fast ones that runs USB 3.0. I think you're definitely going to want to do that, because in this day and age, 256 gigs of storage is not a lot, especially when you know that the OS is taking up like 50 of that at least. And then once you start doing, more things on your MacBook, you've got photos, you got videos, you got things that you're editing, etc. That space is going to get eaten up very, very quickly. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is an unboxing and my first impressions of the MacBook Neo. I gotta say, I am truly impressed with not only the price of this, but just how much you're actually getting for that price. This does feel like a very premium laptop. And I do think that it's going to give a lot of those Windows laptops similarly priced a run for their money. You know, there's people that hate Mac OS, there's people that love it, just like there's people that hate Windows and people that love it. But I think at the end of the day, everybody loves not spending a lot of money, especially the way the world is right now with everything being so GD expensive. So I can't imagine that people are going to keep hating on this thing. Obviously, I need to put it through its paces. I want to see how good it is at actually editing videos and photos and stuff in Lightroom. I want to put DaVinci Resolve on this guy and see how it works. So if you're interested in a more in-depth review and actual stress testing of the MacBook Neo, then be sure to get subscribed, because I do plan to push a lot of content on this guy right here, because honestly, I do think that it's going to be a great laptop and one that gets a lot of people into the Apple ecosystem for the first time. And I think that's really all that Apple is trying to do here. But again, you have to know what it is you're planning to do with this device. Don't pick this up if you're a videographer and you're trying to get all of your edits done on a cheap machine. There's definitely better options out there for you, but I can't see why this wouldn't be something that's great for a student, a first-time Mac user, even someone that is a content creator that, you know, films on their phone and whatnot. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. As always, if you've got any questions, concerns, anything you want to see me do on this laptop specifically when it comes to my actual full review, feel free to leave that down in the comments, and I'll do my best to either include that in a future video or answer you directly down there. But that is pretty much it from me. Much love as always, throwing up two of them, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.